like I said, I am the last arrow. That's what God said. I am like the last arrow in his quiver. So that arrow has an aim or a target. And the target, what God is aiming, the aim of God is to bring the date to the people. You know, me, I'm about the date, but mostly primarily pointing to Christ and the date. That is my only task. So let me say this.
More like a warning. I think he's saying it's more like he brings the announcement.
The announcement, yes.
Yeah.
So let me say this. For me, Jesus announcing the date and going against, what has been taught in churches that you should not date set and all of that. So Jesus bringing the date is a display of love to me, the way I see. Because would we rather have the groom or have God come, or judge the earth without him warning us before so that we are ready and then we prepare ourselves and then we escape the judgment? So I think it is better the way he does it. Let me say, Christ, when he entered Jerusalem, he was rejected. So the reason why they rejected, they never knew that he was the Messiah. But he was grieved. In Luke 19, I think, he was grieved inside his heart because he said, they never knew the time of his visitation. So, okay, where was the time? Where were they supposed to look at the time of his arrival as the Messiah? In the book of Daniel, chapter 9. So the Jews were given the calculations, let me say, the schedule, to the day on the 6th of April, 32 AD, when he entered Jerusalem on a donkey. So he made an appointment with them that, on this day, the one you see enter, you must know is your Messiah, you must accept him. But they never kept the times. They never knew the times. When he came, they didn't see the Messiah, they rejected him. So let me say, the importance of knowing the time is this. You then accept the Messiah. When you accept the Messiah, he comes with peace and he comes with salvation. So Jesus saying, on this day, October, I'm rapturing the church. You have a chance to accept the Messiah, right? The Savior. And then peace comes into your soul. That day, you will not be left behind because you are among those that he has set apart. So that's the importance of the date, contrary to what is being taught in the church, that you must never know. So how can Jesus be grieved that the Jews never knew the time of his coming if they don't know the time? He should not be grieved, because if he does not want the time to be known, then he should not be grieved. But he was grieved because he gave them the date. He gave them the time, but they didn't watch. So when he came, they didn't recognize him. In fact, what is going on now in Israel is because of rejecting the Messiah. I'm not saying God is punishing them, but I'm saying they are without their Messiah who could protect them and give them peace. So now there's turmoil, and things are getting worse on the world stage. This thing is about to flip on its head. People of God, please, tribulation is here, but God has a way of escape for you. And this is the rapture that is going to be happening this October. On the Julian calendar, it is still the 23rd and the 24th of September, 2025.
So technically the dates have not